Oh yeah, shit, I need to mute that. Yeah. Just slap that on there. That's a good one. We'll be getting started in just a second. If anybody's here. If anybody fucking cares. If you were here for the last stream, this game's a fucking mess. If you weren't here for the last stream, this game's a fucking mess. If you were here, you know what you're getting into, and I don't know why you came back. Alright, so, my goal is to try and get through as much of career mode as possible. Hopefully, we won't have another big crash like we did last night. I know that I was able to play for a little while last night after the stream. But, yeah, you can see I made some relatively minor changes to these two. I would go through and make more changes, but I don't want to bore you. I mean, you're probably going to be bored at some point anyway, but... Or maybe not. Like I said, this game's a fucking mess. You may be charmed by it. Or it may be like The Room. You may just sit here and watch it and go, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? But you can't look away. Okay, so to fill you in on what happened after the stream, after the big crash ended last night's stream, they went to Canada to train with Bret Hart. But the Harts don't live there no more. So they got into like this little rinky-dink wrestling school run by a guy who was in the WWE 4 times. Wrestled 3 of those times. The 4th time he just carried Macho Man's fancy chair. And then dude here's parents found out that they went to Canada after he had lied and told them he was going to college. So they remotely disabled the SUV. So they bought this shitty used car and are now trying to drive to Memphis from Calgary. That's the story so far. And I have no idea what the fuck that is, but I'm sure we'll find out. Yeah, I will say, though,
Catching up on old times has been great, but we should really get going. Besides, shouldn't we save some of this for our speech later?
But we just got through all the boring backstory stuff. It really starts to pick up from here.
I'm down for more.
Hey, guys. It's so good to see you. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. This is really happening.
It's not official yet. We have to actually make it to the building.
They're not going to start without you.
And even if they did, Some of the speeches are so long, you'd still have plenty of time.
Great. We were just telling Pac all about how we got started.
Didn't we cross paths on an indie show early on in your career?
We did, at a minor league baseball stadium in Memphis, to be exact.
That's right. I knew you had it back then. Trey, not so much.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
Because you didn't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wristwatch?
Speaking of wristwatches, we really should get going.
From my experience, this day goes by pretty fast. So you really want to relax and soak in every moment.
Lita's right. When I got inducted with DX, everything just flew by.
Then let's get back to soaking. Lita, if my memory is correct, you were just in Memphis for an autograph signing, but Red had other plans.
Well, Wrestle Lita is on her list. And I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, after the stream last night, there was a rather, I think it was about 6.5 gigabytes, a patch that was, I guess, supposed to fix some of the glitches in the game. I don't know what it did, but it certainly seems to have fixed the character's
eyes. I just want to
eyes.
thank everyone in Memphis for coming out to the show. It's always great to be a part of these smaller events and connect with the people who have supported me for so many years. I'll be available for pictures and autographs starting in a few minutes. Don't be shy.
Hold on a second, can we cut the music? In the spirit of not being shy, I have something I want to say. Growing up, I was a huge fan of yours. Facing you in the ring is actually on this list I have. So I know you don't wrestle that much anymore, but I'll always regret this moment if I didn't ask. How about you skip the autograph session and go one-on-one with me right now?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but who are you?
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but none of these people would be here paying you $10 an autograph if it wasn't for me working my butt off this past year in Memphis.
Look, I get it. You're young and hungry, and you probably think I'm the entitled Hall of Famer who just shows up to cash in on all your hard work. But it's not like that. I'm here to support you and the indie scene. I mean, I used to be you. And by the way, I still didn't get your name.
You'll hear the ring announcers say it after I beat you.
So you're not backing down, huh?
Like I said, you're on my list.
I'm sorry, everyone. But I'm gonna have to delay this autograph signing until after I win this match.
Also, I'm gonna confess, I'm being very unprofessional tonight. I got some tortilla soup at Qdoba today, and I haven't eaten it yet, so I'm probably gonna be like taking bites here and there between matches. You know, like a real streamer. Like somebody you should totally take seriously.
But I also didn't expect my 27-year-old twin sons to still be getting one. Sometimes life throws you some real curveballs.
Honestly, I've got to say, if we're in Memphis, why am I wrestling Lita instead of, well, I don't know. Maybe Jerry will show up in a minute. I figured since we were going to Memphis, this would be where Jerry the King Lawler would show up.
Red's got quite the temper on her. Actually reminds me of Slaughter's manager, Tex Phillips. Did you know Tex once threw a bat at a fan who was razzing him? That was the last time his dad was ever allowed at a game. True story.
Well, that did not go how I hoped it would.
And just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have two 27-year-old man children to feed, and this franchise is dying quicker than a house fly.
Pardon me.
I've seen Red wrestle a few times, and she never disappoints. Unlike the new slider stew the stadium's serving up. Word of advice, unless you want your next bathroom trip to end in a rundown, I suggest you avoid it.
Well, that was unfortunate.
If Red can pull off the win over a WWE Hall of Famer like Lita, I guarantee she'll be getting a call up to the bigs in no time. Be sure to get your picture taken with Memphis Sliders mascot Ribby. And just a friendly reminder, he's not made of actual meat, so please do not attempt to bite and or lick him.
I get it.
Sounds crazy, but happens all the time.
He's called Ribby. He's supposed to be a rib.
Red is out here fighting for respect, which is something we can all relate to. This morning, the twins threw donuts at me because I bought powdered jelly instead of chocolate sprinkle. Just a reminder, they're 27 years old. Anyway, let's get back to the action.
Rope break. Rope break. Ref, pay attention. Rope break.
This is one heck of a bonus match we're getting here tonight, folks. It just proves you never know what you're going to see at Memphis Slider Stadium. Like that one crazy stunt where they had monkey umpires for a game. I still maintain they did a better job than the real ones.
Oh, come on.
With this match against Lita, Red's getting to cross something big off her list tonight. I respect that, especially since the only list I have is a never-ending grocery list because apparently my almost 30-year-old twins are never going to move out of the house. But I'm not bitter about that at all.
Dude, we get it. Your kids have not moved out yet. You've hammered this well into the ground and started digging so you can hammer it deeper.
You know, it's not often we get a Hall of Famer competing here at the stadium. Although there was that one time minor league Hall of Famer Turk Spitball Simpson pitched at the age of 93. He had to be removed from the field by security on account of escape from his nursing home, but still, what a memorable night.
Again.
After some of the blows these two are absorbing, they might be headed for a 10-day stint on the injured list.
There we go.
And here's your winner, Red!
Pardon me. What's the point of letting me name my characters if you're just going to give them a generic name anyway?
Good match, Red.
Nice audio sync. Yep, Wrestle Lita and Wrestle in Memphis are both crossed off the list. Hooray. I don't know why I'm coughing all of a sudden. Give me a minute.
I definitely knew Red's name after that night.
I was impressed Red was able to keep her composure and talk you into the match. Usually in those situations, she would lose her temper and go into hothead mode.
You're one to talk about keeping your composure after what you did that night.
Before my match, I have something very important I need to do. I've seen Ribby out here dancing with the kids all night, but I think I've got some pretty sweet moves myself, so how about Ribby and I find out who's better with the dance-off?
Work with what you got, I guess. Honestly, it's not the
All
first
right,
time
I'll
somebody
go
in
first.
mascot suit's
Hit me
been
with
in the
some
ring.
music. Okay, Ribby, top that. Okay, wait, I was holding back. Let me get another turn. Win the dance-off is on this list I have. I'm not crying. This was fixed. I demand a fair rematch.
There's the music. Here comes Jerry. I know y'all can't hear the music, but...
Hey, no one wants to see any more of your terrible dance moves. What they want to see is me kicking your ass. I mean, what kind of stupid name is Trey anyway? I think a better name would be Crossword, because you enter the ring vertically and you leave horizontally. I mean, with a name like that, your parents must be the type of people who, when you look into their eyes, you see the back of their heads.
You can say whatever you want about me, but don't talk about my parents.
What's the matter? You should be proud of them, because I heard they created more tragedies than Shakespeare.
Whoa.
Did you come out here to dust off every one of your dated one-liners? Or do you want to have a match?
Look, I'm just trying to entertain these people after your awful dancing. I mean, I've seen better moves in a blind chess match.
If you want to entertain them so bad, then how about we give them a match they weren't expecting?
Well, if you keep boring everyone, pretty soon we're going to have an empty arena match.
I was thinking something more along the lines of no DQ.
You know what? I'll take that, and I'll do you one better. I know you've only been in Memphis for about a year, but I think everyone will agree that's a year too long. So how about we make this a no DQ, loser leave town match?
Well, by that logic, Jerry
Come on,
has to win.
Crossword. What do you say?
It's fitting your last match in Memphis is going to be in a baseball stadium because you just made the biggest error of your life. Oh, come on. That was just as good, if not better, than one of his lame jokes.
I don't get it.
Shut up, Ribby. After I send Lawler packing, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
All right, let's do this, crossword. Crossword, crossword, crossword.
Goldberg. Goldberg.
Kid Pillow here again with a huge matchup of WWE Hall of Famer and Memphis legend Jerry the King Lawler taking on up and
Yeah, Jerry Lawler is literally the king of Memphis wrestling. If Jerry Lawler is in a loser leaves town match in Memphis, obviously you know Jerry's gonna win. That's a rigged game.
I can't believe this is now a loser leaves town match. If Jerry Lawler ends up having to leave Memphis, the city would go into a deep depression, emotionally speaking. Economically speaking, we'd probably be all right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You clearly don't mean economically. Memphis is huge. It's gonna be fine. Oh my god, why is it so hard for me to climb up on the... Oh my god, get in the fucking ring, you mook.
It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver. I'm supposed to be impartial, but Jerry the King Lawler is a hometown
Good lord, I'm
hero.
sorry.
Trey, if you somehow send the King packing, you might want to consider hitting the road too, for your own safety. Which reminds me, Slaughter Stadium is a safe space and will not tolerate bullying or threats of any kind. Thank you.
If you're wondering, yes, both of the characters have basically the same
I
moveset.
can't believe Trey thought he was going to beat Ribby in a dance-off. That giant piece of meat has got some sweet and saucy moves.
Both of my characters, that is, not Trey and Jerry the King Lawler.
Crossword, 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 crossword.
Alright, you know what? It's a no DQ match. I can get away with this. Pardon me.
But the King has a significant edge when it comes to experience, and not to mention the support of the home crowd. Come on, King, get him, beat that butt.
Well, that was interesting.
This match reminds me of the Memphis Sliders rivalry with the Little Rock Boulders. A spirited contest with lots of brawling, and at the end of the night, the losers leave town. That's right, Little Rock. I just called you a bunch of losers. Sorry, might have gotten a bit carried away there. Apologies to any fans in attendance who made the drive over from Little Rock. Beautiful city.
Pin him? Oh, it's no DQ, it's not false count anywhere. Okay.
Sons into a losers leave home match. But I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the ring.
Sledgehammer to your legs. Right where the leg meets the butt. A thwomp.
This match has all the pressure of a winner-take-all playoff game. Not that I would know, since the Sliders are perennial doormats. There's always next year.
It's okay, random announcer guy. I, too, am a perennial doormat.
I hear Trey got his start up in Calgary. And after this match...
Sorry. Ears itching. Head to scratch.
Hopefully he'll be on his way back there.
Whoa, hang on. Phone's ringing. Give me 1 second, friends. Alright, sorry everyone, I'm back. And I probably could have just let it play for a minute. It's not like I can do anything. If you see,
Let's go, King! Let's go, King!
the little figure in the bottom left there by my health bar, if you see that turn yellow with a big minus on it, that means that I can't use reversals. Which means I cannot counter attacks. What the fuck are you doing?
These two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the Grand Slam.
Man, I keep forgetting. They changed the counter button this year.
Now, I know I'm doing a lot of bad baseball puns tonight, folks, but that's all I got. We have a man who was almost elected mayor of Memphis going up against a man who's only been in town for about a year. I think you know who has our vote.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean who's gonna win. Oh, I noticed that explains it. I noticed the objective was complete the match, not win by pinfall or submission like it usually is. Because I don't have to win this one to move on.
These two are trying to knock each other out of the park.
No, you dingus. There you go. Top rope.
When it comes to winning matches in Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler
Well.
is pretty much batting 1,000. Let's hope he keeps that average up tonight.
Oh my god, how do I drag you? Used to be, you would hold R2 to drag somebody. Hold R2, tap X. Okay. Apparently, I'm rather fond of that one. That's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it.
When you consider the match we had earlier between Red and Lita and now this contest, it's quite the doubleheader.
I'm sorry, what? I get it now, because I gave him a Kinshasa for the finisher. So he's got to vibrate like Shinsuke. There we go.
And here's your winner of the Loser Leaves Town match, Trey. Dang it.
Sorry, Jerry. I buck tradition. This game is so dumb. All right. Wonder what's next.
Look, I'm glad you won. I mean, you beat a legend, a WWE Hall of Famer, and that's huge. But you were out there playing with our careers just because you were too worried about a stupid dance-off, which allowed Lawler to get in your head.
I'm sorry I let King bait me into that match. Just, he was saying stuff about my parents and I lost my cool. You should get that.
Believe me, I do. But that's what Lawler does. He's made an entire career out of it. He had no idea you're adopted.
Good thing. I'm sure he would have had a field day with that.
Let's just move on from this. Apology accepted, okay?
What would have happened if I lost? Would you have stayed here in Memphis without me?
No. We're a package deal. Wherever you go, I go. But I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm having too much fun here. I mean, I just beat Lita.
I know, tonight was crazy. Do we have beat 2 Hall of Famers in one night on our list? If not, we should add it.
Hey, good match, kid. I didn't know what to expect after you lost to a giant rib in a dance-off, but you really brought it when it mattered.
Thanks. Sorry you have to leave Memphis now. I know you're a legend here, so that's gotta be tough.
Are you kidding? I'm not going anywhere. Do you know how many loser leave town matches I've lost in Memphis over the years?
Right?
Well, not that many, actually. But still, That wasn't official. We never signed anything, did we?
No, I guess not.
Well, then there's your answer. Hey, you two have dinner plans?
No, why?
Well, you should stop by my restaurant. We have really good ribs.
Yeah, no, I mean, realistically, a loser leaves town match means that the loser kind of just doesn't have a match for a couple months. They come back eventually. It's not really a big deal. It's like an I Quit match. You put your whole career on the line. And then, a few months later, you come back. Okay, we got messages. Good luck on the road. I'm sure we'll cross paths again, and don't let Trey hold you back. No offense, Trey, if you're reading this. My dad can get you booked in Mexico if you ever want to head down there. Buena suerte, amiga. Riley Flash.
Yeah, hey, I hope Brian over at the used car lot hooked you up with a good deal, because if he didn't, I could expose some skeletons in his closet. Or in his case, the trunks of the cars he sells. Literally. There might be bones in there. Anyway, good luck out there on your own. Actually, you don't need luck. As long as you keep that temper of yours in check, you'll be fine. Trey, on the other hand, well, he's gonna need a steady diet of 4-leaf clovers if he's gonna make it. All right, I need to get back to training the next crop of future WWE superstars. Keep in touch and make me proud. I know you will, at least.
Hey, it's Lita. Got your number from King. Good match out there. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Red. Cool. So, I'm not really a planner. I don't think a whole lot about how I level up. I just kind of assign points somewhat randomly. In this case, I'm just kind of going up. Okay, switch to Trey so you can look at his messages. Sorry I didn't see your message about leaving town before you left town until just now, so maybe so.
Denver, it's your mom and...
Or maybe some other time. Good luck. See, I can read.
Denver, it's your mom and dad. I know we had some words the other night, but we wanted to let you know if you change your mind about things and want to come home, you're always welcome here.
Did you tell him the school said it's not too late to enroll for next semester?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard your mom, but she said it's not too late to get into school. Anyway, let us know if you want to talk. In the meantime, be safe out there.
Hey, it's your mom. We got the check you sent last week. Thank you. I was kind of hoping there'd be a letter from you, or at least a return address, so we could send you something. I guess you're not ready for that. Either way, we appreciate you paying us back for what you spent in Calgary. You must be doing okay to be able to do that. I guess that's good. Anyway, we're here if you ever want to talk. Okay? Okay, bye now. Love you.
This is Kip Pilo, Memphis Sliders announcer. Would you mind recording a shout out for my twin sons? They're big fans. If you get anything said about you during your match, just trying to entertain the crowd. Alright, gotta level him up too. whether I like it or not, I still have to play as him sometimes. Like I said, I just assign points indiscriminately, so... Alright, back to... Red.
Well, pretty soon we're gonna have an empty arena match.
Okay. Might as well. It's probably gonna be extra EXP. Gotta say, though, enter Trey's dream was not a phrase that I was expecting to see. Oh, it's literally an empty arena match.
An empty arena match, or in this case, an empty stadium, which is only about 30 fans shy of a typical Memphis Sliders game.
This is off to a great start. Come on, Jerry.
Jerry the King Lawler has had some of the most famous empty arena matches in history. This probably won't be one of them.
Thought he was gonna drop the leg. Did drop the knee, though. Man, having no crowd is jarring as fuck.
The stadium is empty. Who am I even talking to? That's weird, man.
Like, man. I do not understand the point of an empty arena match.
Lawler won't be able to rely on the home crowd advantage this time around, but if you ask me, I don't think he'll need it.
Like, you're literally wrestling for nobody. Except maybe a camera.
It's so quiet here without a crowd that you can hear the scurrying about of the concession stand rats.
Must be some big rats to hear them all the way up in the announcer booth.
And just a reminder, the Sliders are on the road. We'll be back for a 6-game homestand next week. So come on out and support the home team. Or the away team. Just get your butt here and spend some money, okay? I have 2 27-year-old man children to feed. And
oh my God, he's still going on about it.
This is one heck of a bonus match we're getting here tonight, folks. It just proves you never know what you're going to see at Memphis Sliders Stadium. Like that one crazy stunt where they had monkey umpires for a game. I still maintain they did a better job than the real ones.
Pardon?
You know, it's not often we get a Hall of Famer competing here at the stadium. Although there was that one time minor league Hall of Famer Turk Spitball Simpson pitched at the age of 93. He had to be removed from the field by security on account he escaped from his nursing home, but still, what a memorable night.
Take a nap. Go to sleep. You bastard. The silence is killing me.
Kid Pilo here, reminding you that tonight's wrestling event is brought to you by our sponsor, Bobby Joe's Dog Board. If we lose your dog, the next one's on us.
Okay. Well, that didn't work how I planned. Oh, shit. There we go. I was gonna try and whip him into the chair. There we go. Just like that.
Wrestling has a long history of holding major events in baseball stadiums, including several WrestleManias and, of course, tonight's show.
I'm sure tonight's show is a historic event for Trey. Everyone else probably pretty disappointed.
This match has the potential to go extra innings, but hopefully not, because I'm not sure how long the Sliders can afford to keep the lights on.
Are you going for another chair there, Jerry? No, a baseball bat. Yoink. I thought I was going to hit the ref.
I'm seeing a lot of swings and misses out there. Kind of reminds me of a Sliders game. Next Sunday's Sliders game is our annual Bring Your Pet Fish to the Stadium Day, where the first 50 fans who arrive with their pet fish will receive 2 free tickets and 1 month's supply of fish food. Please note, once all promotional tickets are gone, fish will be charged full price admission.
Okay, so the game got 1 laugh out of me. Charge your fish admission to the baseball stadium.
It's the battle of the pile driver versus whatever Trey's finisher is. Honestly, I'm sure it's nowhere near as good as the pile driver.
Even the fucking AI can't figure out how to get in and out of the ring in this game. And now the ref is stunned against the ropes.
Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King! Let's go, King!
Oh boy. See, I've never had good commentary for the WWE games.
These two are throwing heat right up in each other's kitchens, trying to avoid the Grand Slam.
But having, like, not even crowd noise here just makes me feel extra self-conscious about it. Get in the ring, Trey. And now we wait.
These two are trying to knock each other out of the park.
Well, I figured he would take a running... I figured he'd be running at me. I figured wrong. Hooray! That was a fucking weird experience. Alright, give me just 1 second. We'll get this going again. To whatever the hell's next.
Red and I ended up having a good run in Memphis, but eventually we wanted to check out some of the other indie hotspots around the country. And after a year or so of bouncing around, we made a name for ourselves in LA, where the indie scene was really taking off.
I'm kind of tempted to go get a drink. Just because there's so much nothing happening.
That's it. I'm leaving without you.
You can't do that. We're a package deal, remember? Besides, look who's headed our way.
What is going on with Natty's dress?
Great.
I was wondering if she'd show up.
Relax. I'm not here to start anything, so don't get your collective skivvies in a bunch. This is the one day to put any past differences aside and honor your achievements, so congratulations. You've earned everything that's coming to you tonight.
What was that?
That was
Maybe she
ominous.
has a conscience after all.
I seriously doubt that.
Forget her. Let's get back to your story. I think LA was where I first saw you two wrestle in person. Remember? We ended up having that series of matches against each other.
How could I forget? It led to one of the most embarrassing nights of my career.
You know, I would really fucking love it if this game could have just started at the beginning and told the events in order, rather than starting at Hall of Fame induction and then random flashbacks. Like, honestly, I'm fine with non-linear storytelling, but I feel like this... I don't feel like this was written well enough.
We battled each other in just about every type of match, except for one that also happened to be on the list. Wrestle in a crybaby match. And since you had the first and only crybaby match with Razor Ramon back in the day, this was the perfect time to cross it off.
So I assume that means that you dressed as Razor Ramon to try and get in his head.
Tickets go on sale for next month's event this Wednesday. This show sold out in 5 minutes, so good luck getting one.
Fun fact about X-Pac here. His finisher, the Bronco Buster, once resulted in him tearing his anus and nearly bleeding to death. I may have a very odd definition of the phrase fun fact. Because let's face it, a torn anus isn't fun at all. Even if you've never had one, you can make a pretty good inference.
Any fans wearing wrestling masks must remove their masks first. We need to see your face to check your ID, people.
Well, titties. There we go. And there we go. It's not a good selling point at all. But I'm starting to realize buying these games.
We ask you to please clean up after yourself. If you don't, we'll have to hire a cleaning crew and raise ticket prices. And nobody wants that.
Like, these games are always going to be glitchy as all fuck when they first come out. And they do gradually improve. But, like, after about the first 3 or 4 months, the developer and publisher kind of give up on them in favor of working on next year's game. So yeah, pre-ordering the 2K games, maybe not the smartest thing I've ever done.
The merchandise stand will be open until 30 minutes after the show, so enjoy the event and come check out all the latest stuff on your way out. Or don't. Less work for me.
Ooh. Oh, does that not count? Can I get down? Well, that sucked. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, no, he doesn't have a finisher. Never mind.
We just got word that a construction crane has fallen on the 405. Looks like it's all surface streets for your drive home tonight. Enjoy.
There we go. Why is it R1 now instead of L1? Is that why I can't leave the ring too? I'm hitting the wrong trigger. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what you thought you were going to achieve with that anyway. Man, the refs in the cutscenes count way too fast.
Haven't seen that before.
Wrestle in a crybaby match. Okay. So I see there's 2 people watching. I hope you're not regretting how you've chosen to spend your evening. On the bright side, you didn't pay nearly $70 for it. Jesus.
Sorry I put your friend in a diaper, but there was no way I was gonna let that happen to me again.
Maybe it'll teach him to stop putting ridiculous things on our list, but probably not.
Hey, this isn't public knowledge yet, so keep it on the DL. But WWE is going to be holding an all-women's tournament later this year.
The Mae Young Classic?
Yeah, they're calling it the Mae Young Classic.
There it
Triple
is.
H asked me to keep an eye out for talent, so I'll be watching your match tonight against Candice LeRae. Don't hold back.
I never do.
Oh, this stuff's all in my eyes. I can't see. I think I'm going blind.
I don't know why he's so cranky. I fed him and changed his diaper.
Any chance you can babysit during my match?
I know wrestling is weird and dumb, but Jesus Christ. I don't even know if anybody's enjoying this. I don't know if anybody's even actually watching. All I know is that I'm playing this fucking game, and it sure is a video game. Also, I do want to say there's a couple of really minor features that have kind of been taken out this time. I might get around to showing you once we get through this match. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, Miss LeRae.
Update on the collapsed crane situation? It still
Well.
sucks. Both sides of the 405 remain closed. If you don't live nearby in the valley, you might as well sleep in your car, if it hasn't been broken into.
Put me down. There we go.
Just a not so friendly reminder, there is no smoking allowed in the building. If we get fined, you pay it. Plus it's gross.
That's fair. That feels weird being just a pose with no, like, audio at all. Did I already do this one? No, I did not.
FYI, we've gotten requests to do birthday announcements, and the answer is no. This isn't a baseball game, people.
Okay, but you could still do it. Just saying. That was a heck of a jump. There we go.
We've been informed that a guy here has lost his wedding ring. If you find it, please turn it in, or just pawn it. I don't care.
Great! I love our completely apathetic ring announcer. She's not totally taking me out of the show at all. Just like the dude in Canada didn't, by constantly talking about how his two 27-year-old sons wouldn't move out of his house.
Please, leave our celebrity guests alone. They know you're big fans of their movies and TV shows. Just let them watch the match.
Ah, you butthole. Oh yeah, also turns out that they got a new developer for this one. So that probably explains why it's
we are not responsible for any injuries
why it's
sustained
janky.
while our show. Besides, wouldn't a scar be the coolest souvenir you could get?
Well, this is sure not going my way. Oh yeah, also, right there where it said resiliency, that doesn't fucking work.
It's not an emergency.
It's totally broken, this game. I mean, the whole game is broken, but resiliency doesn't work at all. Hooray. Success. I am the wiener. Oh boy, I don't know if anybody watching me has ever watched Eurovision, but I remember there was one year where I think it was Lithuania. The Lithuanian entrance to the Eurovision Song Contest came out and they started singing, "We are the winners of Eurovision." I think that was in the semifinals.
Look, you two are great, so I wish I could recommend you both for the Mae Young Classic, but Hunter said they're only looking to fill one spot right now.
You're really milking this decision. Get it? Because the crybaby match earlier? I've been hanging out with Trey too much. Please, continue.
I'm gonna have to recommend Candace. She's been doing this for over 15 years. Red, you've got a ton of potential, but you don't have anywhere near that kind of experience.
Yeah, totally. I get it.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm sure we'll see each other again in the future. Like he said, I've been doing this a really long time, and you're one of the best I've ever seen. And you're only gonna get better.
I appreciate that.
I gotta go call my husband and tell him the good news.
There we go.
No guarantees, but I'll definitely keep you in mind if WWE ends up doing this tournament again. Give me your contact info before you leave tonight, okay?
I will. Thanks.
Hey, I overheard what X-Pac said. This is just a bump in the road. And tonight wasn't a total loss. At least I get to cross off wrestle in a crybaby match.
Give me that. Ugh, it smells like butt sweat. I told you not to keep the list in your tights.
Cost of doing business.
Win Mae Young Classic Tournament. See if you can air that out.
Well, first you have to get into the tournament. And I wonder what her plan is for that. Something crazy, I'm sure. Or maybe not. She's not Buzz.
As our indie journey continued over the next couple of years, we got to have matches in a lot of cool places. But the one that stood out most was when we got to do a special show back in our hometown.
You've got to be kidding me.
And we thought our head couldn't get any bigger.
You know what? I'm not gonna let a stupid sign ruin this for us. Let's go.
This was our chance to show our friends and family just how far we had come. Well, at least our friends.
Hooray! Alright, what I'm gonna do, once we get to the next hub, is I'm going to... Heard a weird noise. When you're watching this on YouTube in the future, because I am probably going to upload this to YouTube at some point, you're not going to see it, but here on Twitch, I'm going to play an ad. If you don't want to see the ad, you can subscribe, then you won't get the ad. But, if you're not subscribed, you're going to have to sit through an ad while I go get something to drink real quick. I will be right back. It will not take long. Alright, I will be right back, friends. Okay, we should be back. Hopefully. See, I can only watch on my own Twitch account, so I have no idea how the ad breaks are working. I have no idea what you're actually seeing. If you see anything. I just know Twitch says that I can run ads, so figured I'd give it a shot. I've already read these. Why do they keep popping up green?
Yeah.
Lita. Megan, hey stranger, heard you're back in town for a show. You know I'll be there. Let's meet up after if you have time. Haven't seen you in forever. Josie Jane, hurry, might be wrestling tonight. Know it's your hometown, but don't expect me to take it easy on you. Yeah, WWE, fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, kind of has a habit of having people lose in their hometown. Okay, now we gotta do that for Trey as well. Alright.
Denver.
Again, we already read these.
Hey, it's...
Hey, you got both of us here. I know we haven't spoken in a long time, but we saw a flyer at the grocery store that said you're coming to town for a show.
We'd really like to come see what you do, Denver, and maybe it'd be our chance to put everything that happened behind us.
We don't want to make a scene or anything, so if we don't hear back from you, we won't come.
Screw that. I'm going either way, Frank.
Honey, we can't do that. Maybe he wants his space.
But giving him his space while we thought he was at school is what got us into the situation to begin with. We should have been watching that kid like a hawk.
How do I delete the message? Damn it! Anyway, if you want to see us at the show, call us back, son.
Or don't. I'm coming either way.
Okay. It's your favorite old math teacher, Mr. Ballman. Would you be able to leave me 2 tickets for the show tonight? Teacher's salary. I keep forgetting that I named him Cactus Pat. Yeah, one of the earlier matches had the announcer introduce him as Pat Cactus. Which to me just sounds like really terrible instructions. Step 1, Pat Cactus. Step 2, scream. Well, if nothing else, I'm gonna write down some of the songs from this game, so I can have them for later, or listen to them later anyway. I really have them, just whatever. Not what I meant to do. And back to red. And yet another loading screen.
So what happens if your parents show up tonight?
First of all, as far as I'm concerned, they're not even really my parents anymore. But if they did show up, then security can deal with it.
I'm not gonna let anyone pick and choose when they want to have my back, especially now that I'm having a little bit of success.
But you haven't talked to them since Calgary, which was like 4 years ago. Maybe it's time you give them another chance.
Another chance to tell me I'm wasting my life and that I'm never gonna make it? Sorry, I don't need that. Besides, I paid them back their money, so the way I see it, we have nothing to discuss.
Hey, I'm not shelling out an extra $20 so you two can have a therapy session.
I handed her the wrench, if that counts. Also, were you listening to our entire conversation?
Hey, I get it. We've all got drama in our lives. I mean, look at me. Last year, I put on a mask and attacked my former protege, Buzz, costing him a shot at WWE. Then he wouldn't return my phone calls or texts for like a year. No one wanted to work with me, and BCW folded. But then I stuck up for Buzz to AJ Styles. And the next thing you know, I'm in Buzz's corner at WrestleMania, and now I'm in the process of rebuilding BCW.
That's a lot of very specific information.
Yeah. What's your point?
My point is, I turned chicken crap into chicken salad. And that's what I can do for you two if you sign exclusive deals with me and become cornerstones of the new BCW.
I mean, for the longest time, the dude was wrestling in high school gyms and couldn't really afford to pay his wrestlers. Buzz was living in a fucking van. So I'm not sure it's the best career move, but that is how Buzz got into WWE, so what's the worst that could happen? We live in a van?
We actually have been looking for some more stability.
And putting aside all that attacking your protege stuff, you seem like a real stand-up guy, so we're in.
Great! I promise you won't regret this.
That's a hell of a jump. Can't we just have like a simple, straightforward, one thing at a time narrative? Why do we keep having these large leaps between segments? I don't like it.
Sorry I'm late. Two old-timers got in a fight over who called bingo first, and I had to step in. But Marco said if I keep settling disputes without anyone breaking a hip, then he's gonna let me call the numbers next Tuesday morning.
That's great. How's the house looking tonight?
I think we might get 10 people, which includes 2 comps I left for some nice ladies from bingo, but still not bad. By the way, pretty sweet the school let us use your office as a locker room. What's wrong?
Let's see. You're a bingo hall security guard, I'm a part-time janitor at our old high school, and we're about to wrestle in front of 10 people.
Actually, the bingo ladies just canceled, so it's 8 now. Apparently there's a ventriloquist at their senior complex tonight. That does sound better than this.
We were on the path to success. We were gonna make it to WWE and achieve all these goals and maybe even end up in the Hall of Fame someday. Then we signed with Baron Blade and he ruined everything. Now all we have is a meaningless piece of paper that's just a constant reminder of how crappy our lives are.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm up for a promotion and I'm going to see a ventriloquist.
You're bailing on the show?
Yeah, if the entire crowd could have carpooled together, it's probably not worth it. Anyway, you just need to give up on all those dreams and then you'll feel a lot better about how things turned out. It worked for me. Man, how do they do that?
So maybe signing with Baron Blade wasn't the best idea. I mean, hell, even... I live in a small town surrounded by other small towns. We have our own wrestling business for some reason. And, like, even they get more than 10 people. I'm sure BCW could pull more than 10 people. Especially since in the last game, they had like a whole live streaming setup. And like they actually could fill the school gym where they wrestled. It's like, what the hell happened? Who are you playing to, Josie? There's nobody on that side of the gym. It is totally empty over there. Oh well. More power to her, I guess. Nothing wrong with a little showmanship. Bonk.
I know we failed to crack double digits in attendance tonight, but BCW's this close to turning it all around. Next show, they'll be lining up out the door, or in our case, the large hole in the gym wall that's now used as a door.
Okay. This is not the same gym as last year. Also, if it's been 10 fucking years, how in the fuck do they not have more than 8 people?
Only women I can book because, well, I tricked them into signing lifetime exclusive contracts. Piece of advice: read the fine print, people.
Yeah, maybe we should see a lawyer. Because,
I regret to inform you that Trey will not be appearing tonight. If you would like a refund, well, look around. You're at the wrong show for that.
Because, yeah, there's got to be some way out of these contracts. Although, honestly, if we're not even drawing double digits, this company should be out of business.
Hey, Red!
There's no way it lasted 10 years.
How about after your match, you do your job and clean it up? For those of you who don't know, Red moonlights as a janitor, and daylights as a failed wrestler.
Hey, Baron! You remember last year when you felt bad for Buzz because he lived in a fucking van? Where's that compassion now? Honestly. Yeah, no, go ahead, make fun of your wrestlers. You know what? Fucking Red isn't the only failure here.
Please be aware that BCW will not be held liable for any injuries occurring at tonight's event, including those suffered from falling roof shrapnel, toxic mold inhalation, or hobo attack.
Baron, it's taken you 10 years to rebuild a company that once used to fill actual fucking arenas and is now not even coming close to filling a high school gym.
Who needs WWE with
a high school gym? It looks like it's in the most abandoned and decrepit part of Detroit.
Arenas when you can have all of this, right, Red?
Are you trying to punish her for something, Baron? Why are you taunting her like this? What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, that was awfully close.
Next month's show is going to feature the return of BCW original Cole Quinn. He had a jet ski accident and looks completely different now, but I swear it's really him, and I'm not just trying to pull one over on you.
You absolutely are. Cole had a massive international career. I do not think that he would come back to BCW for fucking bullshit pay to wrestle for 8 people.
Remember when BCW ran a show at the venue that was the home of Monday Night Raw? Triple H was shutting down our shows and we were invading NXT? Those were the days. Not that this isn't great, too.
Honestly, I just want to know what happened. Honestly, Baron, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? The company folded 11 fucking years ago, and then you started rebuilding, and you had the endorsement.
I know nothing turned out like you thought it would, and you're miserable, but at least act like you want to be here.
And you had the endorsement of a WWE superstar. How did your company wind up in this state? Honestly. It's been 10 years. You can't even draw 10 people in your audience. And your company is still somehow afloat.
Red's really
right, get up.
mopping up the competition. Get it? Because she's a janitor. Ha! Maybe I should ditch this whole wrestling thing and give stand-up comedy a shot.
Baron, I hate you.
One, two, three.
I will say, though, I know what it's like to have a tiny audience. I'm not complaining. But, like, next to nobody comes to watch my streams. So, like, I understand having a small audience. But also, I haven't even been doing this for 3 years yet. And I know I'm kind of shit at it. BCW has had 10 years and is drawing crowds of 8. I'm going to keep harping on about it. It doesn't make any sense. It's fucking ridiculous. Alright, what's next? What's gonna disappoint and anger me after this? Question of the fucking night. Oh, boy. Man, this game has some crazy load times. I think it's stuck. Yeah, I think we may be stuck. I think the game's broken. God damn it. All right, I'm gonna fuck off. I'm gonna end the stream, and then I'm gonna come back. Why would they release it in this state? Honestly, honestly.